Good morning, XRP Future Millionaire here, and we have to have a fast-paced update, but we need to go over a few things. We've got a few anomalies on the board. You got Doge that popped up about 25% overnight, and you can see in the 30-minute time frame, and I know a lot of people bought in a bunch of shit last night because of this. Dogecoin pushed in 1.48 billion shares in a 30-minute, followed by 657 million, 1.13 billion, and now it's come down in each consecutive candle. But we don't know what Doge was doing. We don't know where that volume came in, but it's a manipulated one. But we don't know if this is an exception or the rule. It popped up like that, and people were buying the rest of these thinking that everything was going to jump up 23%. You got Tezos that jumped up a little bit, but it was the part of the pattern it's in, and it's fighting with the 30-minute time frame. You got the rest of these, like XRP. It came up, hit our 82 cent. I said it could come up to 82 cents last night, come up and hit that 30-minute time frame, and then likely get rejected. That's what it's done so far. Based on what Doge did, I know a lot of people were buying everything else because they were just thinking it was going to go up. But that hasn't been the case so far. You've got XLM that's up a couple percent. But aside from that, you got Doge and Tezos that seem to be the exception from the rule right now. And they had their little push-ups. Tezo is a little bit less than obviously Doge, but they were both. Doge was about 22%. Tezos got up to about 12%. And they both had these. And Tezos didn't even have a push-up volume like Doge. Tezos is just at a area in this pattern where it made sense. Doge came in with ridiculous volume. So now is when you watch this, because Doge will likely just sell off. If this is, you get a big spike of volume. But the volume has come down a lot. There was a few segments where we had some big candlesticks. But it's just like I always say, got to make sure you're taking profit when the profit's there, especially in a market like this. But now you look at what they did. Is it possible we pop up to the 30-minute or the 200-day and the 4-hour time frame? Because if you had a similar move with XRP, the 4-hour time frame is up there at 94.8. So let's just say hypothetically we had a jump up. That would be about 18% there. Could we come up there and then get rejected? Could we come up to 98 cents? On this continuation, how it's going sideways, if it were to break up. But if you look at XRP and you look at Doge, it's a much tighter pattern with Doge. It kind of went up and then it came down to the 1597. And then it shot up with that volume. So that's what I always say. Volume can turn the narrative. Now, are we going to get volume with XRP? Or with any of the rest of these? That's the question. Or was that just a old-fashioned misdirect like they like to do in crypto? I like to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum's down $17, another almost 0.5%. Bitcoin's barely moved. It's up 119 points. So that's what we're going to have to watch for. Bitcoin still moving on its support line at 47,118. If it were to pull a similar move as Doge, it would come up to here at about 53,971. But I mean, that's here that we haven't seen nothing that would support that. Doge is a very manipulated one. So we're going to see if that was just an anomaly to kind of like throw some people into these cryptos. Or if we get a nice little gain, our portfolios will look a little bit nicer. So are we going to complain? I will, because I want it to go cheaper. But there's bumps in the road all the time. Make sure to hit that like button.